I'm so excited to have this conversation because it is one of the most imperative ones, especially for our community. And just in general, I'm going to start with one of the most strongest stats that I actually found on Black women. So basically, Black women are 40% more likely to die from breast cancer, despite having like lower incidence rates. That means we're not getting breast cancer more than everyone else. It just means that we're likely to die from it. So before we talk about screening and treatment or survivorship, I just want to answer a question that I think Black women actually deserve in this. What is driving that gap and why is it not closed?
Oh, that is $1 million question. And I'm glad you asked it. And I think we're all asking it, but I think the data is showing that it's not just one thing. And that means that we have to target all of these different areas. So when we talk about Black women and breast cancer, 30 to 40% higher mortality is driven by a variety of things. So you got biology, right? Something is happening in the biology where Black women are being diagnosed with more aggressive subtypes of breast cancer. They need more aggressive therapies. They're more likely to recur. There are things that are at play, like social determinants of health. We talk a lot about what those determinants are. And, food access, access to care, access to clean water and fresh air and green spaces. And, the stress and the impact just of things like structural racism, right? The impact at the very cellular level. And then when you look at the inequities in access to treatment and utilization of treatment. So there's a lot of different things at play. But
Mm.
what it amounts to is that we get diagnosed younger, right? So that means that the cancers are more aggressive. We're less likely to get screened for it. It means we need things like chemotherapy and we're diagnosed at later stages. And then when you couple that with an aggressive type of cancer that is, it's rampant through the body, all of those things create a perfect storm. A young person, more aggressive cancer, a doctor who's not aware, right? Access issues. You're not getting offered the most aggressive types of treatment. You're not getting offered those clinical trials as frequently. And it all creates a perfect storm for higher mortality.